No smiling, David, this is serious.
It's early.
Welcome back, YouTubers. Here we are in sunny, did I say sunny? In my world it's sunny. Here we are back in Ontario, looking at all the wonderful snow I got in my town. And here's the thing. This is day 26 of my running streak. How awesome is that? Like, I don't know, I feel really good. And I'm sporting, hold on a second, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm sporting, I got new tights, leggings, or whatever the heck you want to call them. I don't have any zippers on the bottom, so it takes a little bit to get them on and off. So we're going to talk about coming back from an injury, coming back from time off. You know, what are some of the things that you can do to have an epic running comeback? That's my story. That's where I'm at. And here's the thing. There's no real one way to come back to running other than getting out and doing the work. But if I have to pull a couple of those nuggets from my little backpack, what would they be? Well, I guess the first one is start slow. So, you know, the longer you've been off, the less mitochondria that you have in your cells, less it's being produced. You have less red blood cells, right? You've got less of those. Your fitness level has gone down, your VO2 max has gone down. Everything's really kind of gone down. Now, here's the thing. The longer that you've been running, the longer that you have built up a running base, so let's say 15 years. If you take a year off, coming back to running is going to be much easier than somebody that's only been running for a year or two and then has taken a year off. It's just the way it goes, right? The longer you've built that aerobic engine, the easier it is to come back. So that's probably why it's been a little hard for me. You know, I was running for 2 years and then everything just kind of fell apart, and then it's been like 3 years. So yeah, it's been a while to get my aerobic function properly moving. So I have been doing everything I can to get back. Now, some of the things that you can do to get back, like I said, running slow. And if you have to walk, go start walking for a month or so, right? Slowly incorporate running. But I would highly recommend the Maffetone method to get back into running, because it certainly helped me, as you can see from my previous video, and I'll post it right there so you can check that out. The next one would be, you got to practice patience. It doesn't happen overnight. It'll come back, but you got to be able to know that it's going to take a bit, right? Don't start going out and trying to smash a 5K record or personal best or whatever. It's just not going to happen. And if it does, you're going to burn out. You're going to end up back injured. You're going to be in that same spot that you're coming back from. Number 3, get strong. Right? What I mean by get strong, I get strong physically and get strong mentally. right? That's two things that's gonna help you. So what I would suggest is, you can start doing push-ups, you can start doing planks, you can start doing, the leg raises and bridges and, activating your glutes, like all these things, right? But take all of that strength that you've built up and put that into your running, right? So if you're pushing off on on one of your legs, like when you push off, when you push off, squeeze your glute, right? That'll help activate it. And eventually it'll get better and better and better. Some of the other things, I would say have a goal. So like sign up for a race. It really doesn't matter what, but as long as it gets you excited and you're actually going to go ahead and go for it, right? So it needs to be fun. Hydrate and eat properly. Very, very, very important, right? So if you're putting in low quality food, like, fast food or French fries or chips, even if they are vegan, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not going to be the, good quality. However, if you're eating like spinach and broccoli and cauliflower and nuts and seeds, right? I mean, avocados, these things, that's going to help you in your recovery, right? I mean, it's super, super important to put in the right type of food. Just like it's the right type of fuel that you put into a car. You don't put in low grade gas because, it's going to backfire. It's not going to go to the same mileage that you would expect from a high octane fuel. So very, very important. And I guess the very last one is recovery days, right? Well, I'm going to wrap recovery and sleep all together because that is, that's what it's about. But I mean, if you're going out and you're running, really, really long distances and you're only getting like 4 hours sleep, that's a no-no, man. That's a recipe for disaster. Trust me, I know. You can't burn the candle at both ends. You got to give something up. And sacrificing things is certainly something I've talked about in the past. So you can check out the video there. So yeah, sleep is very, very important. And taking a day off or 2 or 3 when you're coming back, you need to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success, not failure. And you don't want to get injured again, right? So if you wrap all those up together, I think it's super cool. I guess the last thing you could probably add in there, and I haven't been so good at this, I don't have a gym membership. The outside is my gym membership. So the last one I would say is cross-train. Cross-training is super important as well, right? You don't want to be pounding the pavement, every single day, 365 days of the year without giving yourself a rest. So you need to make sure that, you can, do some biking, you can do some, just casually walking is helpful. But riding the bike, getting on an elliptical machine, do a little bit of strength training like I mentioned earlier on in my video. So these are some things that I think would make a great epic comeback story. So anyways, that's my take, guys. Thanks for joining in, and let's take it back. As you can see here on the left and on the right, you can subscribe, or you can watch 2 of my other videos about my failure at the Hamilton Marathon. So thanks everyone for joining, and we'll be back for another episode tomorrow. Run wild, everybody.